Chapter 431, Asking for Too Much. The man who made the call obviously said you all, so her mother was definitely included. Of course, I will accompany you. Who else can I accompany other than you? You can't continue to study in Pingcheng, but that's no issue. As long as you can continue your studies, nothing else is more important. Mom will be worried if you go on your own. Even if it's for studies, Mom is concerned as well. Ding Jiyi smiled, knowing that Zijin was able to continue with her studies now. Hence, she no longer needed to create a fuss at Pingcheng High School. Zijin, Mom knows that I'm not wrong about you. You'll definitely be successful in the future. When did you get to know such a capable friend at school? Why didn't you mention them before? Since your friend is so capable, why don't they find a way to let you continue studying at the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China? It's, of course, good to continue studying, but none of the schools are better than your current one. Furthermore, you have to transfer to another school in this case. It would be the best outcome if they could continue to stay in Pingcheng and study in the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China. Asking for too much. This phrase was used to describe people like Ding Jiyi. Ding Jiyi, who regained her senses, had forgotten what Qiao Zijin had just forced her to do. Qiao Zijin smiled grimly. Mom, you really dared to wish for the sky. Even if my friend is capable, there's also a difference in capabilities. It's good enough that they can help us arrange a comparable school and accommodation. Yet, you still want them to help us remain in the same school. They're truly capable if they could do that. But they could only arrange another school for you. Is that considered capable? It's not truly capable. They're only a little capable. Ding Jiyi showed the tip of her small thumb, her tone full of mocking. Qiao Zijin ground her teeth angrily when she heard this. Her mother was good at boasting and spanking others' buttocks. Talking about this skill, no one was most likely comparable to her mother. However, when it came to ability, she was the one who thought of ideas and planned everything. At the very most, her mother would only obey her. In the past, Qiao Zijin did not feel that there was anything wrong when she heard Ding Jiyi talking in this manner to Qiao Nan. However, when Ding Jiyi used that same manner and thoughts on Qiao Zijin was furious. Even the expression on her face when she looked at Ding Jiyi changed. But Ding Jiyi was too silly to notice this. Just one word. Are we leaving or not? Qiao Zijin had already shamelessly taken all the credit for this. Clearly, the person who made all the arrangements was Qiao Nan's friend, but she had packaged it as her friend. Clearly, that person did all these for the sake of Qiao Nan. Qiao Zijin simply replaced Qiao Nan with herself. She said it as though she had such a friend that truly meant well and spared great thoughts for her. Go, go, go. When do we leave? Seeing Qiao Zijin flared up, Ding Jiyi immediately restrained herself. Ding Jiyi was naturally able to tell from the look on Qiao Zijin. We'll leave tomorrow. Therefore, you have to pack quickly. I don't want us to still be packing when the person whom my friend sent comes to pick us up, and thus make them wait. Why can't we? The person hired by your friend is definitely of a lower status than them. Most likely, it's their chauffeur or someone who works for them. Since they're taking other people's salary, they, of course, have to do their jobs. What's wrong with waiting for us for a while? If he is diligent, he may even take the initiative to help us pack without us requesting for it, not to mention to wait for a while. If that was the case, she could then slack a little. Mom, if you continue to be like this, I'm going to be angry. He takes salary from others, but we're not the one giving him the salary. They're my friend, not my biological parents. If your attitude is too much and provokes my friend, causing them to refuse to help me, then, you can be prepared to kneel down at the entrance of Pingcheng High School. I won't say any more. I'll go and pack now. After being scolded by Xiao Zijin, Ding Jiyi, who really deserved a beating earlier, did not dare to breathe a further word. She obediently and abidingly returned to her bedroom to pack and prepare everything. Zijin, are we really going to leave tomorrow? Did your friend tell you which high school you will be studying at? We're leaving. Should we leave a message for your dad? No. Xiao Zijin's tone was full of resentment. Anyway, Dad only acknowledges Xiao Nan. He's not concerned about my life or death. Why do we need to tell him? That friend of mine. I've already said that they're my friend. They're willing to help me arrange a school. They'll definitely help and not harm me. Why are you asking so many questions? If you just wait until tomorrow, won't you know everything then? Ask, and ask. She wanted to ask too. But that man did not tell her anything. Did she have a choice? Xiao Nan was so fortunate. Everyone she knew was true to her. But it was strange. In Xiao Nan's circle of friends, who had the capability and ways to arrange a school for her and leave Pingcheng. At the thought that she would not be able to return to Pingcheng for over a year at the very least, Xiao Zijin felt very unwilling and unhappy. When she and her mother were not around during this period, Xiao Nan should feel very happy. She only hoped that Xiao Nan would not be too happy and simply forget about the existence of her mother and her. After all, she would still be back one day. Okay, let's not leave a message then. In the future, you will be the decision maker in this family. If you refuse to, we'll not do it then. Ding Jiyi had decided. Zijin would not lie to her. It was also quite good that she could leave Pingcheng. In case the matter at Zijin's school spread to others, she and Zijin would be embarrassed and become a laughingstock in the quad. All the arrangements had been made. Hence, Ding Jiyi did not need to bring Xiao Zijin to school to settle the administrative matters for being dismissed. Even if Xiao Zijin did not help, Ding Jiyi managed to pack everything that was needed within half a day. Initially, Ding Jiyi did not wish to bring many things. At the very most, she only brought the clothing needed for the 4 seasons for both Xiao Zijin and her. Mom, why are there so little things? Xiao Zijin was very dissatisfied when she saw only 2 small bags of items. Xiao Nan's and her father's belongings were already considered very little. When they moved away previously, their luggage was twice as much as that of today. Did her mother miss anything? Didn't you say that your friend has already rented a place for us to stay? I think things such as bed, blanket, cutlery, and utensils must have been prepared. I won't bring so many things with me, in case I don't use them. If there was a new set of furniture as well, then it was actually quite good that Zijin transferred school. She did not have to bring anything when she went there. On the contrary, when they came back, she would take everything the mother-daughter pair had used before. Zijin's friend did not have that much capability but could also be considered capable. Chapter 432, They had really moved out. This kind of person did not lack any money. They would definitely not keep the blankets and bowls used by others before. Since everyone was friends, it was not good to be wasteful. When that time came, she would definitely bring back everything and not let them go to waste. After knowing Ding Jiyi's thoughts, the more Xiao Zijin understood Xiao Nan's feelings during normal times. However, Xiao Nan deserved all the unfair treatment, but she did not. Without a word, Xiao Zijin went to Ding Jiyi's bedroom and carried the blanket and mattress covers out. She threw them to Ding Jiyi. Fold and pack them. Her plan had been foiled. Ding Jiyi was not pleased. Zijin, that's your friend, not your husband. Why are you trying to help them save so much money? You don't know how to enjoy life. Will used blankets be better than new ones? Even if your friend may really become your husband in the future, you should also remember that you must not save money for a man. Spend whichever way you like. Don't indulge a man. I'm the best example, having indulged your dad. If you don't spend a man's money, you're shortchanging yourself. We can talk about all these in the future. That's just a friend and can only help me once. Mom, if you do this again, I'm going to flare up. Xiao Zijin was having a bad headache. Her mother was of no help at all after so many things happened. Instead, she was adding on to her woes. It was no wonder that Xiao Nan and her father happily moved away 1 year ago. Being further away from her mother was really less trouble. I've already prepared mine. What about you? Ding Jiyi had no choice. Her elder daughter's words were orders. How could she not abide? Your friend can't possibly have prepared only your share, right? And nothing for her? If that was the case, could they still deny that they were wooing Zijin? Xiao Zijin was so annoyed. Her mother would not change no matter what she said. Tomorrow, my friend will be bringing me to school to settle the administrative matters for leaving school. I will definitely take away my belongings in school. I bought a blanket at school when I started studying there. Of course, I have to bring those things away since I'm not studying there anymore. It was not that she did not need to bring her stuff. There was already one set in the school. It was thus not necessary to prepare another. Oh, Ding Jiyi responded abidingly. This time, she really dared not say anything more. Xiao Zijin and Ding Jiyi were also afraid of onlookers in the quad questioning them when they saw them moving house. It was not convenient for them to answer. Hence, as agreed, both mother and daughter woke up early the next day. Xiao Zijin waited at the entrance of the quad early in the morning. When she saw a minivan that was quite new coming, her sixth sense told her that this was the one. Xiao Zijin, the chauffeur asked. Yes, my house is inside. There are quite a lot of things. You may have to wait a while. Xiao Zijin dared to flare up in front of Ding Jiyi but dared not try anything in front of this person. Sure, hurry up. The chauffeur's attitude was indifferent. After giving a reply, he would rather stare at the streets and days. He was not willing to say another word to Xiao Zijin. Xiao Zijin ground her teeth, lowered her head, and abidingly left. She then helped Ding Jiyi shift their belongings and moved all of them out at the fastest speed. We can leave now. All right, let's go. The administrative matters at the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China have almost been settled. You just need to provide your signature when you're there. As for your belongings at school, your teachers have helped you pack them. Of course, if you're concerned, you can run through the items when you arrive later to check if there is anything missing. The chauffeur told Xiao Zijin the situation as he drove. Xiao Zijin acknowledged softly with an okay. She could not help getting angry as she clenched her hands on her knees into fists. Her school was really realistic. They could not wait to sweep her out of the door and had even packed her things. Were they afraid that she would dawdle in school? It was just a senior high school. She did not believe that students from other schools would not be successful in this world. After leaving the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China, she could also advance in life. She would enter a good college and find a good job. Ding Jiyi patted Xiao Zijin's hands and comforted her. That day, Xiao Zijin and Ding Jiyi left Pingcheng quietly and went to another town called Lingcheng to live in. What? My wife moved out with Zijin? Are you sure? After 2 nights, Xiao Dongliang finally regained his energy and senses. He received a phone call from a neighbor in his quad, telling him that Ding Jiyi and Xiao Zijin brought their belongings and left in a car early in the morning. They also locked the entrance of the small courtyard from the outside. It was obvious that they would definitely not come back within a short period. The neighbor sensed that something was amiss and gave Xiao Dongliang a call just in case. Oh, okay. I know. Thank you. After hanging up the neighbor's call, Xiao Dongliang quickly searched for the phone number of the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China and rang them. Hello, good day. I'm Jiao Zijin's father. Today, did my daughter? What? My daughter has left the school? Why did she leave? I'm awfully sorry to have disturbed you. Goodbye. Jiao Dongliang hung up the phone call, his heart thumping non-stop. Zijin was expelled from the school due to cheating. Zijin was not able to continue with her studies anymore. Then, where did Ding Jiyi bring Zijin to? Where could they go? Jiao Dongliang, who was as anxious as a headless fly, was spinning around. Right, call Nan Nan. At this juncture, Jiao Dongliang only had one next of kin, Jiao Nan, to discuss this with. After Jiao Nan finished her second lesson, she was called to the office by the form teacher who received Jiao Dongliang's call. Hello, Dad, you called me at this hour. What happened? When she was having lessons, her father would typically not call her. The neighbor said that your mom left with your sister early this morning. They even brought a lot of luggage with them. Nan Nan, tell me, where can your mom and sister possibly go? I just called the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China. The teacher said that your sister has been expelled. Are you certain? Certain. Dad, don't be like this. You go back to the small courtyard first to see the situation. If the door is locked, get a locksmith. I'll call others to find out more. I'll let you know if there's an outcome. Fine, let's do that. Jiao Dongliang, who now had some directions on what to do, sounded calmer. He hung up and rode his bicycle to the small courtyard of the Jiao family's house at his fastest speed. Seeing the main entrance tightly shut and the small courtyard without any human presence, tears welled up in Jiao Dongliang's eyes. He listened to Jiao Nan's suggestion and found a locksmith to open the door. Teacher Lu, can you allow me to make a phone call? Chapter 433, The Stress of Being a Soldier's Wife. All right, you can make a phone call here. I need to go and get something. A sudden thought seemed to have occurred in Teacher Liu's mind. He even let Jiao Nan have the office. Fortunately, the teachers who were in the same office as Teacher Lu were coincidentally not around. Otherwise, it would not be appropriate to do so. When Teacher Lu left, Jiao Nan dialed a number that she had learned by heart. Before it could even ring once, someone had already picked up the phone. Brother Zai, it's me. My dad just called me. My mom brought my sister and moved away. I know. You know. Yes. What's happening? Why would my sister agree to move out without an apparent reason? Yes, putting her mother's thoughts aside, given Jiao Zijin's character, it would be impossible for her to move out in such a swift manner. When Jiao Zijin was doing well, she was never generous. She had never thought of giving in to other people. Now that Jiao Zijin was not doing well and even lost the identity as a student of the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China, something she was proudest of in her previous life, shouldn't Jiao Zijin think of ways and means to drag her down to perish together with her? That would be the normal thing she would do. I found a senior high school for your sister in a nearby town. The quality of that school is certainly not better than Pingcheng High School and the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China, so she has to depend on herself to study. Nevertheless, the good thing about the school is its culture of simplicity and honesty. Your sister should be thankful. You're really the one who arranged it? Brother Zai, please don't purposely tell me this to comfort me. Jiao Nan was a little doubtful. I've arranged someone to send your mother and Jiao Zijin away early this morning. With this departure, at the very least, she will not come back to Pingcheng High School to harass you and Uncle Jiao before she graduates from senior high school. When she graduates, you'll be in your third year of studies. I'll send someone to watch her then. Zai Shen was also aware that what he did could at most provide Jiao Nan with one more year of peace. As long as Jiao Zijin was alive, she would always think of ways and find the opportunity to come back and create troubles for Jiao Nan. Unfortunately, Xiao Zijin was that kind of detestable character who only committed petty bad deeds. Taking advantage of her relationship as Qiaonan's next of kin, she resorted to every means to humiliate and harm Qiaonan. However, outside of that, Xiao Zijin had never done anything illegal, not even petty crimes such as pilferage, not to mention major crimes that were heinous and traitorous. Qiaonan let out a breath of relief. That's good. Xiao Zijin was too dishonest. Each time she quieted down, it seemed like the calm before the storm, just like what happened this time. It was ridiculous that she had a 6 months pen pal come 3 months boyfriend all of a sudden. She had a shock of her life. Brothers, thank you. This is what I should do. But, Nan, you have to understand. In this way, you'll at most have slightly more than 1 year of peace. You know Xiao Zijin's character better than anyone. Academic results-wise, it's not possible for her to get into a good college. If she can't, she'll make sure that you don't as well. No issue. It's good enough to have 1 year of peace. If such situations involving Xiao Zijin occurred again, she was fearful that she might not be able to focus on her studies regardless of how strong she was at heart. She almost could not handle the current situation, not to mention her 3rd year of studies. Brothers Wang Yang and Chen Jun did not look for me recently. Is it because of you? Brothers was the one who settled Xiao Zijin's matter by transferring her to another school. Then, where did Wang Yang go to? Ever since he appeared on the 2nd day of the Lunar New Year, Chen Jun seemed to have retreated in the face of difficulties and never appeared again. All these matters felt very odd. In regard to this matter, your godfather and I settled it together. Xiao Zijin and your mother left. Wang Yang and Chen Jun will also not harass you in the near future. Nan, focus on your studies and fight for the chance to go to a good college earlier. Why is there such a hurry? Even if she wanted to focus on her studies and get into a good college, why did it have to be earlier? I've already prepared the marriage report. It's been in the drawer for 2 months. Nan, tell me, when can I hand it up? This was the promise between Zai Sheng and Qiaonan. Unless Qiaonan was admitted to college, they would not talk about their marriage. Based on preliminary estimation, it will be at least 2 years. Qiaonan blushed. So, it was because of this. Brothers don't be anxious. Don't forget that we've not settled the problems pertaining to Auntie Miao and the chief. Qiaonan rubbed her forehead. Miao Jing, this future mother-in-law, was really not easy to manage. In the recent few months, although she did not meet Auntie Miao face to face, she had talked to her through the phone. During each phone call, she would bring up Brothers At the mention of Brothers Auntie Miao had only one topic, and that was guessing which family's daughter he had his eyes on and was dating. Auntie Miao requested her to think of a way and suggest an idea to make Brothers and said lady break up earlier. Each time Miao Jing talked about this, Qiaonan did not know whether to laugh or cry. Most importantly, Qiaonan felt extremely guilty every time. This was because she could completely sense that Miao Jing told her all these because she trusted her very much. What if, one day, Miao Jing found out she was actually the girl that Miao Jing made every attempt to find? Qiaonan really could not imagine how her relationship with Miao Jing would turn out. Hence, each time Qiaonan picked up Miao Jing's call, she felt tremendously stressed. She kept having the feeling that she was lying. Zai Sheng, who was at the other end of the phone, was silent for a moment. Nan, if you really want to marry me and become a soldier's wife, the pressure you will face in the future will definitely be worse than this. Upon hearing what Zai Sheng said, Qiaonan really did not know how to reply to him. Ring. 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 At this moment, the school bell rang and broke the silence between the two. Brothers the lesson is starting. Let's talk again next time. Okay, focus on your studies. It only came to Jiaonan's mind as she was entering the classroom that she should give her father a call and told him about her mother and Xiao Zijin's situation. Fortunately, Xiao Dongliang called her first during the noon self-study time. That was what happened. Dad, don't blame Brother Zai for doing this. He did this for our sake. Besides, I can tell that sister was very satisfied with this arrangement. I understand. Xiao Dongliang sighed. Given her situation, most likely, she'll not be able to find any school to continue her studies in Pingcheng. Having a chance to study is better than nothing. Putting other things aside, given Xiao Zijin's character, if she was not able to continue with her studies and yet remain in Pingcheng, Nan could forget about studying as well. This matter. Help me thank Zai-sheng. After all, it was thanks to Zai-sheng's that Zijin could have a chance to continue her studies. Zijin already had such a huge flaw in her character. If she also lost the opportunity to study and learn, he really could not imagine what would become of Zijin in the future. Chapter 434, Hinting about the relationship. Dad, I'm glad that you're not angry with Brother Zai. Brother Zai did not even inform us before he sent Xiao Zijin and her mother away. Her father had been worrying for the whole morning. Xiao Dongliang hesitated for a while. Nan, why do I feel that Zai Sheng seems very concerned about our family's matters? He helped your sister arrange the school. I don't think he did it for your sister, did he? Zai Sheng did not know Zijin at all. Hence, they were not close to each other. So, it was not possible that Zai Sheng would spend so much effort to do this for the elder daughter. In terms of closeness, his relationship with Zai Sheng was not better than Nan's relationship with Zai Sheng. Given Zai Sheng's status and his busy state of affairs, he still took the time and effort to pay attention to the matter of the Qiao family. Xiao Dongliang felt that his concern was more than that of a normal friend. Dad, Brother Zai has said that my sister will not come back to Pingcheng for more than 1 year, at least until she graduates from senior high school. Brother Zai did this to give me a more conducive learning environment and to prevent one problem after another. Xiao Nan took a deep breath. She did not explain to her father explicitly but started to give hints. Dad, will you be angry with Brother Zai and me because of this? No, I won't. Xiao Dongliang was stunned. Nan's words felt so strange. Could it be the reason that he was thinking of? Impossible. Zai Sheng was older than Nan by 6 years. Nan would only graduate from college in 6 years' time. Could Zai Sheng wait that long for Nan? Right, Nan was still young. Very young. Be it age or status, it was not possible between the two of them. He must have been overthinking. He must have been influenced by Sun Lei's words earlier. Now, he associated whatever he heard with puppy love. Zai Sheng's arrangement is quite good. Your sister. The more she studies, the more her character degrades. She actually started to cheat when she first went to senior high school. After the change in environment, she may start afresh and take her studies seriously. With Zai Sheng's arrangement, not only you won't be harassed by your sister and mother but also your sister can quiet down and focus on her studies. Alright, I'm not worried now that I know of your mom and sister's whereabouts. Zai Sheng is so good to you. Nan, you have to focus all your time and effort on your studies and don't get distracted by other matters. In the future, attend a good college to repay your brother Zai. Understand? Okay, Xiao Nan replied. Did her father really not get it? Or did he intentionally avoid it? It was also due to Miao Jing that Xiao Nan mustered the courage to hint Xiao Dongliang today. Upon hearing what Xiao Dongliang said, that little courage of Xiao Nan was like the air in a deflated balloon, disappearing into thin air. What's the matter? Don't tell me your mom and sister created troubles again. At the sight of the downhearted Xiao Nan, Zhu Baoqiu knitted his brows. Grandpa clearly told us that he had checked with the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China. Your sister was willing to leave the school. After creating such a huge fuss, they still have not learned their lesson. Ha ha ha. Xiao Nan leaned on the table. You're saying this because you don't understand Xiao Zijian. It's a small issue that she's no longer a student of the high school affiliated to Renmin University of China, but it's a big issue if she can't continue with her studies. Fortunately, she left with my mother to another place to study. Otherwise, given Xiao Zijian's character, my mom will really continue to create a fuss. It could be said that it was fortunate that Brother Zai had made prior arrangements. Otherwise, she would be caught off guard by her mother and Xiao Zijian again. Is she so horrible and difficult to get away from? Damn, Xiao Zijian was already dismissed by the school, yet she refused to be more obedient. What kind of person was that? Xiao, did you know that the Wang family's project has been stubbed? Wang Yang is more abiding and obedient recently. He has been pretending to be good and trying to curry favor with me every day. Since the Wang family's project has been stubbed, Wang Yang can't be bothered about my sister's situation now. Xiao Nan had a sudden realization. So, this was the good outcome of the collaboration between Brother Zai and Zhu Chinqi. Isn't that so? A few days ago, when we talked about it, Wang Yang purposely put up a pretense in front of me. He said he's so busy recently and that he didn't know how to differentiate between the good and the bad people in the past. He also said that he's already in secondary 3 and just wished to focus and do well in his studies, wanting to be like me and attend Pingcheng High School. Spat. No wonder, Wang Yang brought trouble to himself and could hardly fend for himself now. Hence, although something so serious happened to Xiao Zijian, Wang Yang dared not do anything to help. He could only shrink back and hide in his own turtle shell. The Wang family's project had been slashed. This should be a warning given by Zhu Chinqi and Brother Zai to the Wang family and Wang Yang. If the Wang family dared to go overboard in order to achieve their aims, particularly just like what they did in the past, Zhu Chinqi would definitely slash all the wants of the Wang family. You don't know. I heard from my maternal grandpa that my dad did quite a lot recently. For more than a decade, the Wang family rode on the name of the Zhu family and climbed as high and fast in their careers as they could. My dad recently used the fastest speed and nearly revert them back to the original state. Now, not only Wang Yang is afraid of my dad but also that uncle-in-law of mine. Only my auntie is oblivious to the situation. She has been complaining to my paternal grandpa that my dad is too heartless, that he doesn't help his own brother-in-law or the Wang family at all. After being with and chatting with elderly for some time, Zhu Baoqiu had learned some of these matters and tactics. His grandpa told him that by riding on the glory of the Zhu family, the Wang family had progressed too quickly. They became complacent and even more ambitious. In addition, the Zhu Baoqiu 2 years ago was so hopeless and disappointing, further fueling the ambitions of the Wang family. Zhu Baoqiu finally understood. 2 years ago, he was beaten by that group of hooligans and Wang Yang purposely drugged his fruits. Wang Yang did all these to achieve those motives. He initially thought that Wang Yang dealt against him as he purely disliked him and could not see eye to eye with him. He had been envious that Wang Yang had a father and a mother. Subsequently, Wang Yang was also jealous of his birth status and the high status of the Zhu family. No wonder, the Wang family could hardly fend for themselves. How could they have the time and effort to arrange for Chen Jun's father to be promoted from the deputy commissioner to commissioner? Of course, Chen Jun would not come and harass her again. To Xiao Nan, all the people that she hated in her 2 lifetimes, Xiao Zijian, Ding Jiyi, and Chen Jun, would not harass her again for the time being. Even the troublesome Wang Yang who just appeared in this lifetime would not create trouble for her again. All of a sudden, Xiao Nan felt that the sky was so bright. Even the air was fresher. Time passed in the blink of an eye, especially when there was no one to harass her. 1 month after Ding Jiyi and Xiao Zijian left, it was May Day. Before Qiaonan could leave the entrance of Pingcheng High School, she was thinking about the arrangements during the May Day holiday. After all, her master requested her to make a trip to the house of the Lin family. It seemed like he had many assignments for her. At the sound of a screech, a four-wheeled car openly stopped at the entrance of the school, and right beside Qiaonan. This resulted in a crowd of onlookers. Chapter 435, Never Be a Soldier's Wife. At the sight of the shiny and majestic-looking four-wheeled car, the students of Pingcheng High School were quite attracted. Many stopped in their tracks and took a few more glances at the car. Tang Mengran's small mouth simply formed the shape of an O. What do you all think? This car should be here to fetch Nan Nan. Fang Fang adjusted her glasses and said calmly. Tang Mengran touched her chin. Isn't Nan Nan's family quite ordinary and her family's situation not very good? That's why she receives sponsorship every year and her school and miscellaneous expenses are all waived. A four-wheeled car came to fetch her. Her family's situation was much better than that of Nan Nan, but she had never enjoyed the privilege of being chauffeured by a four-wheeled car. The car is meant to fetch her, but that doesn't mean it belongs to her family. At most, she's just lucky to know someone rich. Su Tingting snorted. Similarly, a flash of jealousy appeared in her eyes. Qiaonan was good. She made it sound as if she was a saint, but in actual fact, she was bitchier than a bitch. She already had her eye on the big fish. No wonder she had never fought with her for the small fish and fry. Clearly, Qiaonan was not any better than her in terms of moral character. Zheng Lingling knitted her brows. You can take a meal indiscriminately, but some words can't be said irresponsibly. You have been taught so many lessons, yet you didn't manage to become more sensible. If Nan Nan hears what you said earlier, what do you think will happen? I don't think you are all that free to complain against me. Don't be too stubborn. You're good to Qiaonan, but Qiaonan may not be true to you. You'll never know. She may stab you behind your back at some point in time. Su Tingting's expression changed. She was scared stiff by Zheng Lingling's words. Till date, Su Tingting had not forgotten how the beating she got last year felt. She was not afraid of offending Qiaonan. Even if Qiaonan fought with her, both were girls. She would not suffer and might even be able to teach Qiaonan a lesson mercilessly. However, it was different if Zhu Baoqiu was involved. Zhu Baoqiu was a jinx. If Zhu Baoqiu wanted to beat her, she would be held onto by Zhu Baoqiu's lackeys and be whacked by them mercilessly before she could even retaliate. It's a woman. The passenger in the car is a woman and she's quite old. Tang Mengran's eyes were sharp. When the door opened, she saw Miao Jing sitting in the car. Did you see that? When that woman saw Nan Nan, her eyes were very warm and affectionate. Is she Nan Nan's relative? Auntie or something? If she was not a relative, then why would that wealthy woman look at Nan Nan that way? Have you seen that? If you talk like a scum again, don't blame me for telling on you. Zhu Baoqiu has a lot of spies in Pingcheng High School. Most likely, before we say anything, whatever you said just now has already reached Zhu Baoqiu's ears. Hope you'll take more care of yourself. Zheng Lingling, you. Su Tingting's face turned pale. She stomped her feet in fury and left school in a hurry to get away from Zhu Baoqiu. Who would have known that Qiaonan did not do things by the book? An old woman actually came to fetch her. She's sick. Auntie Miao, you're back. Yes, come in. Miao Jing patted on the seat beside her. Isn't this the May Day holiday? I've to come back and take a look. Although I've married your Uncle Zai for so many years, I've not been in the house much. It's quite a joke when I think of it. Qiaonan pursed her lips but she still bent and got into the car. Auntie Miao, you came back alone this time? Uncle Zai didn't come back. No. Miao Jing's voice turned slightly cold. Your Uncle Zai met a very important old friend. Both of them are enjoying each other's company. I won't disturb them. It's very sickening and tiring whenever I think of this. That friend of Uncle Zai is a woman. Xiao Nan tested as she observed Miao Jing's expression. Miao Jing reached out her finger and pointed at Xiao Nan's forehead. You're just a young lady, but you know so much. You're too smart for your own good. In the future, when those men who want to woo you understand you better, they'll all run away with fright. But that's good too. If a girl is smart, she'll be stronger and not easily cheated and bullied by men. Using herself as an example, she felt inferior her entire life. Even though her children were already of marriageable age, she never felt truly confident. Clearly, Zai Yawai was her husband and man. He was the father of her children. However, when Qi Minlin appeared, she, the wife, had to give up her seat and leave. Miao Jing mocked and laughed at herself. She endured the pain in her heart and only felt that there was no point in this kind of life. I'll send you home first. Thank you, Auntie Miao. Would the chief have some problems in romantic relationships? A woman that could make Auntie Miao give way. What kind of woman was that? When Miao Jing sent Xiao Nan home, Xiao Dongliang was not back yet. Obviously, Miao Jing came looking for Xiao Nan this time for the same reason, and that was to treat Xiao Nan as the hole in the tree. So, when she saw that Xiao Dongliang was not at home, she did not leave immediately. Instead, she started chatting with Xiao Nan. Nan, listen to Auntie Miao once. When you find a husband in the future, never find someone whose family status is much better than yours. Also, don't find a soldier. Understand? Xiao Nan felt guilty conscious. Was Auntie Miao purposely trying to persuade her to break up with Brother Zai? Did she already know about the matter between Brother Zai and her? Auntie Miao, why did you say that? Uncle Zai is a soldier, and so is Brother Zai. Given what you said, Brother Zai won't be able to find a wife in the future. Xiao Nan endured a tummy full of guilt. Unless Auntie Miao spoke to her explicitly, she could only act dumb all the way. Miao Jing gave a sigh and smiled bitterly. The status and power of the Zai family can easily bewitch people. So, you don't need to worry about your brother Zai. I just don't want you to endure so many hardships. You don't know that one can't divorce after marrying a soldier. There'll definitely be arguments when two people get together, but some conflicts can't be just described as such. Clearly, they are not suitable but have to be tied and live together. It's simply too much suffering for these two people. Even if I understand now and wish to let go, it doesn't seem possible now. Didn't Zai Yawai love Qi Minlin and regret not marrying Qi Minlin for his entire life? Fine. She could give way and divorce with Zai Yawai. Zai Yawai could marry Qi Minlin then? When that time came, Qi Minlin would become Zai Sheng's stepmother, and Xiu Chenxai his sister. She wanted to see how Zai Yawai could shamelessly force Zai Sheng to marry Xiu Chenxai then. Instead of letting Zai Sheng marry Xiu Chenxai to make up for the regret in his younger days, why wouldn't he simply marry Qi Minlin himself? Wouldn't that be a more direct way? Chapter 436, Difficulty of Divorce in Army Marriage. In that way, Zai Yawai and Qi Minlin would be happy. On the other hand, Zai Sheng could also choose the partner he would like to spend the rest of his life with. As for her, she would benefit too. At the very least, she would be liberated. Auntie Miao, what's wrong with you? Don't scare me. She had initially thought that Auntie Miao told her all that due to the relationship between Brother Zai and her. However, after listening properly, it seemed that Auntie Miao was referring to her own situation. What did Chief Zai do? Could it be that Chief Zai did something wrong that let Auntie Miao down? Although he was holding the position of a chief, that role might not be as secure as it was perceived to be. As a soldier, if he had done something morally wrong or unacceptable, it was not impossible for Chief Zai to be removed from the role. Furthermore, Brother Zai was not a pushover. How would he allow Chief Zai to bully Auntie Meow in that way? I'm not scaring you. I'm just feeling unhappy and wish to find someone to chat with. Miao Jing leaned on the chair and said listlessly, Nan Nan, when a woman finds a husband, it's akin to a second reincarnation, especially for marriages to soldiers. If you can't find a good one or happen to judge one's character wrongly, then this metaphor is really correct. Unless you die, if not. Hence, she had to watch helplessly as Zai Yai and Chi Minlin carried on because they could not have a clean break with each other. Clearly, Zai Yai, and not her, was the one at fault in this matter. Auntie Meow, pardon me for saying something inappropriate. It's certainly illegal to divorce in an army marriage. Nevertheless, it's not entirely impossible. As long as the soldier agrees, with some effort, it should be possible. Xiao Nan really had a great shock. Auntie Meow even brought up the topic of divorce. What happened must have been a grave matter, causing Auntie Meow to mention this. Nan Nan, do you have an extra room in your house? There's only me in my house. If I go back, I'll be facing the empty house alone. I don't feel good. I feel really bad. I don't wish to go back, Miao Jing said willfully. Nan Nan, there's a guest. It's Madame Zai. Xiao Dongliang came home from work. He was shocked when he saw Miao Jing. He seemed oblivious that his appearance had interrupted the conversation between Miao Jing and Xiao Nan. At the sight of Xiao Dongliang, Miao Jing forced a smile. Nan Nan, don't take my words for real. I'm just joking. The house of the Zai family is so big. There's no reason that I can't sleep in one of the rooms and have to stay at your house overnight to disturb your family instead. Dad, I need to discuss something with you. Without a word, Xiao Nan stood up and pulled Xiao Dongliang to one side. What's the matter? Xiao Dongliang glanced at Miao Jing from the corners of his eyes. Why do I feel that Madame Zai is weird today? Is she unhappy that I came back at the wrong time? Having that said, Xiao Dongliang did not know what else to say. Did he even have to pick a time to return to his own house? Auntie Meow's mood is really not that good. There's only Auntie Meow in the house of the Zai family. Dad, why don't we do this? You return to the small courtyard of the Xiao family today. Tonight, I'll sleep in your room and give up my room to Auntie Meow. Do you think this works? Given Auntie Meow's situation, she did not feel assured to let Auntie Meow go back alone. If that really could not work, then she would follow Auntie Meow to the house of the Zai family and keep her company. Sure. Xiao Dongliang agreed readily. I'll prepare dinner for the two of you before I return to the small courtyard. Madame Zai wanted to stay overnight at his house. Even if Xiao Nan did not suggest this, Xiao Dongliang would not remain in the house as well. Besides feeling uneasy, it would be inappropriate to do so. What if there were gossip and rumors? Auntie Meow, I've spoken to my dad. Coincidentally, he has something on today and will be going back to the quad and stay in the small courtyard. Why don't we do this? Today, I'll sleep in my dad's room and you sleep in mine. Will that do? Can this be done? Miao Jing looked at Xiao Nan in surprise. She did not intend to reject the offer. Yes. All right. After thinking, Miao Jing followed her heart and nodded. After Xiao Dongliang prepared dinner for Xiao Nan and Miao Jing, he packed some food for himself before riding his bicycle and heading to the small courtyard. This was to prevent an awkward situation between Miao Jing and him if they were under the same roof. Once Xiao Dongliang left, Miao Jing resumed her relaxed self when she was with Xiao Nan. Nan Nan, your dad is going back to the small courtyard. Will there be an issue given that your mom and sister are there? After having her dinner, Miao Jing felt a little better. She then suddenly recalled that Xiao Nan's mother and sister were two big troubles. Xiao Nan smiled. Auntie Meow, you just came back and don't know the situation. My sister no longer studies in Pingcheng. She went to a nearby town. My mom followed my sister to take care of her. Hence, there's no one in the small courtyard. My dad can, in fact, warm up the house when he goes back. Furthermore, there are so many friends and neighbors in the quad that he's familiar with. This time, he can take the chance to catch up with them. Oh, that's good. If Nan Nan and her father had to be pestered by those two women because of her, it would be pointless. Do you have hot water? I want to bathe. Xiao Nan straightened her neck. This old habit of Auntie Meow did not change. It had been a year. Each time she visited, she really did not see herself as a guest. You want to have a hot bath? That's easy. I'll boil the water for you now. But do you have a change of clothes? Don't tell me you can withstand not changing clothes after you bathe. That's simple. There are some shops nearby. Just casually buy some clothes back for me to wear. Won't that do? You wanted to buy me shoes 1 year ago, but that didn't come to pass. Today, I'll let you buy clothes for me. It was rare that Miao Jing had the mood to joke with Xiao Nan. Enough said, my auntie. Those clothes were made by seamstresses with the sewing machines in their own house. They've been touched many times by others. How clean do you think the sewing machine is? Besides, the bolts of fabric are from the factory. Most likely, someone has stepped on them before they are out of the factory. Can these kinds of purchased clothes be worn before being washed? In fact, Xiao Nan did not know whether those bolts of fabric were dirty or not. Nevertheless, Xiao Nan, who came from the 21st century, knew one thing clearly. The bolts of fabric made by the factory were definitely not clean. All of them would have been stepped on by the factory workers before leaving the factory. Upon hearing what Xiao Nan said, Miao Jing felt sullen. Then, what should we do? It's already so late. You can't expect me to go home and bring my clothes over, can you? I've just finished my food and I feel sleepy now. I don't feel like moving. Anyway, she did not wish to return to that cold and empty house now. Moreover, it's the house of someone surnamed Zai. Since Miao Jing wanted to be a rogue, Xiao Nan had no other choice. After thinking, Xiao Nan went back to her bedroom and searched for a cotton dress. Auntie Miao, why don't you wear this night dress? I see your figure is quite good. It's no different from that of a young lady. Chapter 437, Xiao Nan's first time. Oh, given your family's condition, you still have a night dress? As for its design, there's not much style to speak of. Nevertheless, the material is still fine. It's cotton. Most importantly, it has been washed and is clean. Miao Jing had a look of disdain as she took over the night dress and placed it on her body to assess if it fitted her. Fine, so be it. You go and boil the water. Xiao Nan took a sideways glance at Miao Jing. Auntie Miao seemed to have regained her energy and forgotten the good deed done by Uncle Zai. She looked like she was full of adrenaline and strength. Xiao Nan was used to doing household chores. Hence, it was no trouble at all for her to prepare some boiling water for Miao Jing to wash up. After Miao Jing finished washing up, she urged Xiao Nan to do so too. When Xiao Nan came out with a pink and warm face, Miao Jing had already washed her clothes and hung it up to dry. You've finished bathing. Let's sleep together. Together? Yes. Miao Jing gave a yawn. I see the bed in your room is about 1.5 meters long. It's not considered too small. Let's squeeze a bit. Xiao Nan's lips curled. Auntie Miao never had enough. There's no need to squeeze. My dad's bed is also 1.5 meters long. Both of us can each have a 1.5 meter bed. There's no need to squeeze. Clearly, there were two beds. Why did the two of them have to sleep together? Xiao Nan, who had been sleeping alone for 2 lifetimes, felt awkward that she had to sleep with someone suddenly. Furthermore, Miao Jing had already washed her lingerie. Although she was wearing a long dress, she was naked inside. Qiao Nan did not have the habit of wearing lingerie to sleep either. At the thought of two naked women squeezing together in a 1.5-meter long bed, Qiao Nan had goosebumps all over her body. "All right, I don't shun you. It's already so late. Hurry up and sleep." Miao Jing did not give Qiao Nan any chance. She simply pulled Qiao Nan back to the room as she lay on Qiao Nan's bed. She even pulled Qiao Nan onto the bed. Qiao Nan loved cleanliness. When she was at school and not at home, Qiao Dongliang often dried her blanket in the sun. Therefore, there was a warm and sunny feel on Qiao Nan's bed. In addition, Qiao Nan's body also exuded a light fragrance. Laying on Qiao Nan's bed and using Qiao Nan's blanket, Miao Jing gave a sigh. "This is really a young lady's bed and blanket. It smells quite good." Qiao Nan, who was lying down, froze. She did not feel as relaxed as Miao Jing. Miao Jing yawned and covered herself fully with the blanket. "Qiao Nan, would that mother of yours make a night dress for you? This night dress is really too big. With your size, you can't even wear this next year. Furthermore, at your age, it's not possible to grow taller, right?" Miao Jing was taller than Qiao Nan, but when she wore this night dress, it reached just below her knees. As per what Qiao Nan said, although Miao Jing was a mother of 2 children and could almost be a grandmother, her figure was extremely good. She was slim and had all the curves in the right areas. "My mother initially made this night dress for my sister." Qiao Nan laughed bitterly. How would her mother make a night dress for her? Of course, that was not possible. After Qiao Zijin attended school, she came into contact with more people. She then picked up the habit of listening to hearsay without basis. When Qiao Zijin was in her second year of junior high school, Qiao Nan was in her first year. Unknowingly, Qiao Zijin heard from someone about the habit of wearing a night dress or pajamas when sleeping. She then kicked up a fuss and insisted her mother to make one for her. Since Qiao Zijin made a request, how could her mother refuse? It was just that her mother acted smart over one matter. Her mother thought that Qiao Zijin was at her puberty age. The clothes Qiao Zijin wore at primary 6 could no longer be worn when she was in her first year of junior high school. Similarly, the clothes she wore in her first year of junior high school could not be worn in the following year as well. Hence, her mother thought that since this was for sleeping, she bought the best material. It was quite expensive too. She might as well tailor-make a bigger size and let Qiao Zijin wear it for 2 to 3 years. Who would have known that her mother was too greedy? She did not make it a little bigger, but a lot bigger than Qiao Zijin's actual size. Qiao Zijin was someone who loved looking pretty. At the sight of the straight and long dress without any waistline that caused those wearing it look fat and oversized, she flared up, threw a fit, and refused to accept it. It was not possible to discard new clothing although Qiao Zijin did not want it. Hence, in the end, Qiao Nan benefited. Qiao Zijin looked extremely fat and big wearing it. It was totally not suitable for her size. Qiao Nan was younger than Qiao Zijin by 2 years and much slimmer. It was thus not possible for Qiao Nan to wear this too. However, no one in the Qiao family cared about this problem at that time. Qiao Nan saw that the material of the clothing was certainly quite good. Her mother was really willing to spend money on Qiao Zijin. To Qiao Nan, who did not have new clothes to wear for years and was long used to wearing Qiao Zijin's pre-loved clothing, it was very rare to receive one totally new garment that Qiao Zijin disliked. "I see." Miao Jing's voice softened. Obviously, she did not expect such a reply. "All right, it's quite late. Quickly sleep." "Okay," Qiao Nan said without expressing much emotion. She also wanted to sleep. But, she really could not sleep. Not to mention an additional person lying beside her. When Qiao Nan was in a daze and about to fall asleep, The person beside her flipped, reached out her hands, and hugged Xiao Nan in her arms. It was as if she was holding a doll. At this juncture, Xiao Nan could really forget about sleeping. Miao Jing slept with her back curled. To accommodate Miao Jing, Xiao Nan also had to change her sleeping posture. Only heaven knew that maintaining this posture for the entire night was such a painful matter for Xiao Nan. Never did Zai Sheng expect that his wife's first time was taken away by his mother. The next day, Miao Jing was full of energy while Xiao Nan woke up with panda eyes. Did you become a thief yesterday? You're so young and your dark circles are so serious. Miao Jing, who did not know the situation and lacked the self-awareness, simply laughed at Xiao Nan when she saw this. Xiao Nan tugged the corners of her lips. Auntie Miao, did you have a good sleep yesterday? Yes. Miao Jing stretched herself. In my impression, it's been a long time since I slept so well. Before she was married, she slept with her face down. Although she was tired out every day, she was able to sleep very well once she hit the bed at night. After marrying Zai Yawai, her life became better, but she had never had a good night of sleep ever since. Xiao Nan smiled bitterly. It's good that you slept well. At the very least, one of them had a good night of sleep. Auntie Miao was able to sleep so well while at someone else's house and hugging someone else's daughter. Ring. 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 At this moment, the phone in the house rang. Xiao Nan stepped forward and picked it up. Hello. Nan. Dad, is there any matter? Xiao Nan looked at the time. It's just 8 o'clock. Her father usually had gone to work at this hour. Of course, as it was the May Day holiday, her father could rest for a couple of days. Nan, Chief Zai is looking for his wife. What is happening? Chapter 438, Father and son of the Zai family arrived. Isn't Madame Zai at our house? Didn't Chief Zai know? Feeling puzzled, Xiao Dongliang lowered his voice and asked. Having worked for the whole day, Xiao Dongliang was tired too. When he returned to the small courtyard of the Xiao family where things remained but people were no longer present, Xiao Dongliang did not feel much. He just packed, washed up, and went to bed. At night, Xiao Dongliang vaguely heard traffic in and out of the quad but he did not bother. It was only this morning that he heard Chief Zai had been sending people to look for Miao Jing. At that juncture, Xiao Dongliang was stunned. Madame Zai was at his house. Was there a need to search for her? Xiao Dongliang, who was puzzled, did not dare to say anything. He first made a call home to ask Xiao Nan about the situation. Ah, Chief Zai is back. Xiao Nan covered the phone's receiver and asked. According to what Auntie Miao said yesterday, she came back alone. Hence, she did not wish to return to the house of the Zai family, as she would be the only one at home if she did. Isn't that so? Moreover, I just heard that Chief Zai came back yesterday. He was back not much later than Madame Zai. Nan, what exactly is happening? Chief Zai is still sending people to search for her. Do you think we should tell him? Clearly, Madame Zai was at his house. Xiao Dongliang would feel guilty if he did not reveal this. Dad, don't be anxious. I'll check with Auntie Miao about what she thinks first. Dad, you know. The relationship between a couple. It's not convenient for us to interfere too much. I think Auntie Miao did not know that Chief Zai came back yesterday. Sure, then hurry. When I see Chief Zai still continuing with the search, I understand, I fully understand. What's the matter? Miao Jing, who just brushed her teeth and washed her face, had changed into the clothes that she had washed yesterday. I'm hungry. Where's the rice in your house? I'll go and cook porridge. Yo, Auntie Miao, you're cooking porridge. Not waiting for me to do so. Xiao Nan was not so appreciative. Regardless of whether Auntie Meow's previous status was high or not before marriage, in the past, Auntie Meow always propped her legs and waited to be served each time she visited. I've eaten a few of your meals. This time, I'll let you look at my skills. Meow Jing sprang into action. Although she had not used the stove for a long time, after a while, she seemed to have regained her touch. It was only when Meow Jing finished cooking that Jiao Nan raised her eyebrows at the rich and fragrant porridge. Not bad. That is, of course. Hurry up and eat. Meow Jing smiled complacently. After finishing breakfast, Jiao Nan felt that it was time for her to speak out. Auntie Meow, my dad called me just now and told me that Chief Zai came back yesterday. He has been sending people to look for you. Are you going back? Ring. 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 Before Meow Jing could reply, the phone in the Jiao family rang again. Jiao Nan sighed. She was destined for a hard life. She supported herself and stood up. Hello. Nan, my dad just contacted me and told me that my mom is missing. She's already not young and still ran away from home. Have you seen my mom? Zai Sheng's voice was a little sullen. At the mention of Chief Zai, his tone was more unfriendly. It was not for other reasons. Zai Sheng heard that Qi Minlin came to look for his father at the camp on the pretext of Qiujian excise matter yesterday. It was because of this meeting that her mother simply left the camp without a word, leaving his father behind. Upon hearing this news, Zai Hua, who just returned to the camp, was so furious that she nearly gave Qi Minlin a round of bashing directly. Her mother cared so much for her father. For the sake of her father, she could even bear to forsake Zai Sheng and her. If Qi Minlin and her father had not done anything wrong, why would her mother leave in anger? Because of this, both Zai Hua and Zai Sheng could not see eye to eye with Zai Yai now. Auntie Meow, it's brother Zai. Do you want to come and listen to what he has to say? Great. Now, she had to supervise brother Zai's mother on his behalf. Not listening. Even if it was her own son, he also bore the Zai surname. She did not wish to bother about any of those who bore the Zai surname. Zai Yai's heart was always with Qi Minlin. She gave birth to and raised Zai Sheng. In the end, in Zai Sheng's heart, she was not more important than a young lady outside. None of the men in the Zai family was good. My mom is at your house? All this while. Zai Sheng heard Meow Jing's voice. Yes. Yesterday, Auntie Meow came to fetch me after school. She then spent the night here. That's fine, Zai Sheng replied and didn't chat further. I'll tell Zai Hua in case she's worried. I'll leave my mom in your care then. Having said that, feeling much more assured, Zai Sheng hung up the phone. Jiao Nan was so embarrassed. What did he mean by leave my mom in your care? Was this appropriate? Most importantly, wasn't Chief Zai looking for Auntie Meow? Did brother Zai mean to let Auntie Meow continue to stay at her house and not let Chief Zai know? However, the truth of Meow Jing's presence in the house of the Jiao family did not hold out for long. Within 10 minutes, Zai Yai arrived at the entrance to fetch Meow Jing. Good day. Is anyone at home? Meow Jing, who was sitting on the chair and watching television, stood up forcefully. Jiao Nan was stupefied and speechless at the sight. Meow Jing tugged her dress and pursed her lips. She then sat down properly again. She shouted back, no one is at home. Zai Yai heard his wife's voice. He looked at the entrance of the house and fell silent. Jiao Nan, are you at home? Can you help me open the door? No. Meow meow, don't be willful. Come home with me. Not going home. Meow meow, don't cause disturbance to others. If you have anything to talk about, tell me when you're back. You can voice your views. If I'm in the wrong, I'll change. Zai Yai coaxed Meow Jing with patience. You'll change. Meow Jing sneered. In my entire life, I've never hoped for you to change. Chi Minlan was Zai Yaoai's life. If she wanted Zai Yaoai to change this habit, it would be akin to wanting his life. It was so sad. Zai Yaoai loved another woman. Unfortunately, she could not bear to let Zai Yaoai go and die. Xiao Nan, who maintained her silence all this while, was like a wall picture sitting by the side. She only dared to stare at the television as her ears stood up, trying hard to listen only to the sounds from the television. She felt so awkward. The couple was having an argument. Could she find an excuse to stay away from it? The face of Zai Yaoai, who was standing at the entrance like he was suffering from a punishment, turned black. At the sight of the height of the wall of the courtyard, he secretly assessed if he was able to flip over the wall and enter the place. At this juncture, Zai Sheng appeared. Zai Sheng gave Zai Yaoai a sideways glance. My mom refused to open the door for you, and now both of you are making things difficult for Nan Nan, right? You're already so old. How you want to argue is your problem. Don't cause inconvenience to Nan Nan. Nan Nan is still studying in senior high school. It's the critical 3-year period of her studies. You all can't afford to affect Nan Nan's future. Zai Yaoai turned pale with fury. He and Miao Jing were Zai Sheng's biological parents, yet Zai Sheng did not show any concern for the couple the moment he opened his mouth. Why was he only concerned about an outsider? As their son, should such words come from Zai Sheng? Chapter 439, Take Your Wife Away. Before Zai Yaoai could open his mouth to chide Zai Sheng raised his hand as if he was about to act. Zai Yaoai quickly held onto Zai Sheng. What are you doing? You're using the skills that you picked up in the army in this way. Zai Yaoai, who said this, totally forgot that he had intended to do the same thing before Zai Sheng came. Zai Sheng sneered loudly. Mom is angry with you. As to why she's angry, I don't wish to ask. It's fine as long as your conscience is clear. Otherwise, don't blame Zai Hua and me for standing on Mom's side. Dad, don't forget that you're a soldier. Mom won't let Nan Nan open the door. If I don't do this, don't tell me you will? Do you wish to continue standing at the entrance and let others watch a joke? Zai Yaoai was dumbfounded by Zai Sheng's words. He could only let go of him. Zai Sheng propped his hand on the wall and lifted his legs. In a perfect posture, he flipped to the other side of the wall in a swift and relaxed manner. When Zai Yaoai's chauffeur saw this, his jaw dropped, and he stayed dumbfounded for some time. After flipping over to the house of the Chiao family, Zai Sheng did not open the door for Zai Yaoai. Instead, he entered the house. When Zai Sheng went into the house, he saw her mother occupying the whole house like a queen, whereas Xiao Nan carried a stool and sat by the side, not daring to murmur a word. She was like a pitiful little daughter-in-law. How did you come in? Miao Jing raised her eyebrows and looked at Zai Sheng in disbelief. Mom, do you think the soldiers raised in our country are useless? If we can't even get into the house of the Chiao family, how do we carry out our duties? Nan Nan, you look listless. You didn't sleep well last night. Zai Sheng's heart ached at the sight of greenish dark eye circles under Xiao Nan's eyes. There's no such thing. Xiao Nan slept with me yesterday. She slept so well. Miao Jing refused to admit that Xiao Nan did not have a good night's sleep because of her. What? Nan Nan slept with you yesterday. Zai Sheng raised his voice and stared at Miao Jing. Miao Jing shrank her neck uneasily. Is there a problem? Why did she feel that her son's eyes were full of green light? There even seemed to be a ring of green light hovering above his head. Did something just happen that she did not know about? Zai Sheng, who initially did not wish to open the door for Zai Yaoai, turned his back and left without a word. He then opened the main door widely and welcomed the samurai in. Take your wife away. Settle your own matters and don't cause disturbance and troubles to others. Zai Yaoai, who just stepped into the house, gave Zai Sheng a glance. That's my wife. She is also your mom. Zai Yai only went in for not more than 20 seconds before he brought Miao Jing out. At the sight of Zai Sheng, who did not seem to have the intention to leave, Zai Yai said in an unhappy tone, "Why are you standing there? Aren't you going back? Didn't you say that we should not disturb others? My mom has inconvenienced others for so long and we're leaving just like that. Do you think that's the appropriate behavior of a soldier?" Zai Sheng replied with no hurry. Zai Yai was trying to control his breathing. "All right, tidy up the mess for your mom. No matter what, your mom has inconvenienced the young lady for a night." At the sight of Qiaonan just now, Zai Yai knew that although he had been worried the whole night, this young lady did not have it well either. Now, Zai Sheng could openly stay back at the house. After Zai Yai brought Miao Jing away, Zai Sheng then quickly walked over and carried Qiaonan from the small stool. He wanted to put Qiaonan in his arms. Qiaonan gave Zai Sheng a push. "Don't. Your mom left, but most likely, my dad is coming back. Is everything fine yesterday? What could happen? Your mom hugged me for the whole night. I didn't sleep at all." Qiaonan was full of misery. "Brother Zai, does Auntie Miao have the habit of hugging someone when she sleeps?" "Not too sure." Zai Sheng shook his head. "Haven't you experienced the same thing as me? Has Auntie Miao never kept you company and coaxed you to sleep before?" "No, I only sleep with my wife." He was not interested in other people's wife. As for her mother's habit of hugging someone while sleeping, he really did not know. "Brother Zai, what is wrong with Auntie Miao and your father?" Hearing Auntie Miao's tone yesterday, if it's not an army marriage between your dad and her, she's feeling so despaired that she wanted to have a divorce with your dad. She even advised me not to find someone whose family situation is much better than mine, and not to marry a soldier in the future. When I first heard that, I was shocked and thought that Auntie Miao had found out about the two of us. Initially, she had wanted to hint to Auntie Miao just like what she did to her father. This was so that she could plant a secret path for the future. However, as Auntie Miao said those matters all of a sudden, she was so scared that she dared not mention it. I just knew about this too. In the past, before my mom was married to my dad had a young lady he liked. She's Chiu Chenxi's mother, Chi Minlin. Yesterday, Chi Minlin went to the camp to look for my dad. My mom left soon after. As to what happened in between, they most probably are the only ones who know. What a big splash of drama. It spilled over and drenched her. Auntie Miao didn't know about this in the past. She knew. Then, Auntie Miao clearly knew that Chi Minlin was nearly together with Chief Zai, yet she still tried to matchmake Brother Zai and Chiu Chenxi. In the past, Auntie Miao and your dad. I doubt the situation was as what I'm thinking of. Auntie Miao was the third party? It has nothing to do with my mom. It's my grandpa who liked my mom very much. He was determined and strongly objected to the relationship between Chi Minlin and my dad. My dad wasn't able to overcome my grandpa's decision. He could not fulfill his wish, so he wanted me to help him do so. My mom. She cared too much about my dad in the past. That's why she went along with my dad to create this mess. Fortunately, after your advice, my mom completely ignores Chiu Chenxi now. Zai Sheng did not feel that dirty linen should not be aired in public in front of Qiaonan. Moreover, he told Qiaonan everything to allow Qiaonan to handle his domestic affairs more accurately and confidently. So, that's what happened. Then, it really had nothing to do with Auntie Miao. Your dad should bear responsibility. Given what you have said, both Chi Minlin and your dad not only got married to someone else respectively but also had their own family and kids. Despite this, they still got together and aggravated Auntie Miao. What did they mean by that? According to Brother Zai's saying, Auntie Miao cared about and loved Chief Zai very much. It must be such a grave matter that Auntie Meow would think of having a divorce with Chief Zai. Brother Zai, do you think your dad did something principally wrong or let Auntie Meow down? In other words, did he have an affair? Xiao Nan's face turned black. As a woman, and given that she was on such good terms with Miao Jing, it could be said that Xiao Nan was completely unable to accept this. Impossible. Zai Shen denied. Perhaps my dad still has a little feeling for Qi Minlin, but he will definitely not do anything that will let my mom down. As to why my mom flared up so badly, I'm very curious as well. I'm waiting for my dad to give us a satisfactory explanation. Chapter 440, Sister Meow Meow, you have misunderstood. Now that Chief Zai has brought Auntie Meow away, will there be any issue? Why don't you go back and take a look? When everything is fine between Auntie Meow and Chief Zai, look for me if you have time. Xiao Nan gave Zai Sheng a push. Ultimately, she could not help feeling worried about Miao Jing and Zai Yawai's situation. Even if Chief Zai did not do anything that let Auntie Meow down, the situation was quite serious anyway. After thinking, Xiao Nan told Zai Sheng, Auntie Meow even thought of having a divorce. The situation is not good. Zai Sheng pulled a long face. Fine, I'll go home first to take a look. I will look for you again when the matter is settled. Okay. Quickly go back. If the two of them quarrel, Brother Zai, you have to help Auntie Meow. When a couple argued, the woman was the one who would often be at the losing end. Her mother was usually as domineering as a crab at home. However, when her father was really angry, her mother would be the one who was physically disadvantaged. No, it won't. The men in my family don't have the habit of hitting women. Zai Sheng immediately refuted. All these years, my dad has never touched a single strand of my mom's hair. However, my mom cared too much about my dad. It's certainly easy for her to be the one who's at a disadvantage. If your mother-in-law knows that you care so much about her, she will definitely be very happy. Xiao Nan pushed Zai Sheng. All right, hurry up. Brother Zai was not even willing to miss the chance to take advantage of her with his words. Xiao Nan's worries were not completely unfounded. Although Miao Jing followed Zai Yawai back to the house of the Zai family, she did not speak a word to him throughout the whole journey. Zai Yawai was already used to Miao Jing taking the initiative when they were together. When Miao Jing was silent, Zai Yawai moved his lips but could not manage a word. Just as Miao Jing alighted from the car and entered the main door of the house of the Zai family, she saw Qi Minlin, who was in tears and looking miserable. Sister Miao, where did you go yesterday? Why didn't you tell Brother Zai? Do you know that Brother Zai and I have been so worried about you the entire night that you did not come home? Miao Jing's face turned white. She was so furious that she lifted her head and looked at Zai Yawai. Why is she at our house? Did Qi Minlin not return to her own house yesterday and had been keeping Zai Yawai company and worrying about her together at the house of the Zai family all this while? Minlin, why are you here? Zai Yawai was shocked. When did you come? Yesterday, Sister Meow Meow left just like that. I'm worried, so I rushed over this morning to take a look. I then knew that Brother Zai went to fetch Sister Meow Meow. Fortunately, you fetched her back. Otherwise, I really don't know what to do. It's my fault for causing that misunderstanding and making Sister Meow Meow unhappy. Sister Meow Meow, I can explain yesterday's matter. There's nothing between Brother Zai and me. After Brother Zai married you, he only wanted to be good to you. The truth of the matter is not like what you saw. You shut up. Miao Jing's face froze. When Qi Minlin said this, she was showing off rather than explaining. Zai Yawai wanted to be good to her. It was only a rational want, but Zai Yawai's heart had always favored Qi Minlin. Qi Minlin said so much just to tell her this. Qi Minlin really treated her as the wild wretched girl who just came from the village 20 years ago and tried to play such tricks with her. Meow meow. Zai knitted his brows. Minlin is our guest. As the host, how could they ask the guest to shut up? Tears welled up in Chi Minlin's eyes. She lowered her head slightly, but her lips were slightly curled up into a smile. It was Miao Jing who did not know her limits to compete with her in front of Brother Zai. Heaven knew that she was so happy when she saw Miao Jing running off and leaving the camp because of the misunderstanding yesterday. If Miao Jing could know her limits and leave 25 years ago, then she would have been the wife of the chief. Now, we're going to settle some domestic matters. Are you going to continue to let Chi Minlin remain at our house? If you feel that that's appropriate, then I have nothing to say. Miao Jing's face was black as she looked at Zai Yai coldly. Zai Yai sighed. Minlin, you should leave. Don't be worried. Miao Miao is not a petty person. She knows the big picture. After I explain clearly to her, she will not be angry with you anymore. Chi Minlin did not remain pleased for long. Her expression changed as she heard this. Brother Zai actually listened to Miao Jing and wanted to chase her out? Chi Minlin, you've heard him. We're going to settle the domestic affairs of the Zai family. As a friend and guest, you can come again next time. Miao Jing smiled as she looked sideways at Chi Minlin. This time, Chi Minlin was asking for her own suffering. What should Chi Minlin be complacent about? At this kind of moment, as long as she did not take the initiative to give in, the person who should leave was Chi Minlin and not her. She was the only one who could openly and rightfully remain in the house. Brother Zai, you should explain to Sister Miao Miao properly. If it's still not settled, look for me again. Sister Miao Miao, I'm going back first. Right, if you encounter any unhappy things in the future, please don't keep it to yourself. You can find someone or a friend to chat about it. Sister Miao Miao, I'm always available, in case you keep everything to yourself and not voice them out. This will cause Brother Zai to worry. When Chi Minlin lifted her face, it was full of gentle smiles. However, when her eyes turned towards Zai Yai, there was a flash of hurt and resentment. This made Zai Yai so awkward. Before Chi Minlin left, she even played such a tactic on Miao Jing. Miao Jing was furious. How she wished she could do what she did as a child, simply going up to the person who provoked her and giving the person a beating. Minlin, you can leave now. Zai Yai frowned as he stood in front of Miao Jing to shield her. He had noticed the animosity between Chi Minlin and Miao Jing. Brother Zai, then I'll leave. Don't worry. Just explain to Sister Miao Miao as per what I told you. Sister Miao Miao will definitely accept it. At the sight of Zai Yai's subconscious protective behavior toward Miao Jing, Chi Minlin was truly a little hurt. It was only until Chi Minlin sat in the car of the Chiu family that she touched her unhappy heart and thought to herself. Miao Jing had been married to Brother Zai for so many years and even bore a son and a daughter for him. Brother Zai was never someone who was heartless. They had so many years of relationship. It was, in fact, not strange for Brother Zai to act like that toward Miao Jing. Although there was no love between Brother Zai and Miao Jing, it had been 25 years. At the very least, there should be kinship. In this life, even if Miao Jing married Brother Zai, the only person Brother Zai loved in his heart was her. No matter how much fuss Miao Jing kicked up or how tight she watched after Brother Zai, it was of no use. Miao Jing was able to watch Brother Zai physically, but could she secure him emotionally? All these years, Chi Minlin was aware that Miao Jing had been sticking to Brother Zai so tightly. Each time, Chi Minlin waited to watch the fun as Miao Jing embarrassed herself. Miao Miao, after Chi Minlin left, Zai Yai felt that he could give a proper explanation to Miao Jing.